Hello and welcome to another writing vlog. My name is Misha. If you're new here, I am writing the first draft of my novel and documenting my journey here on YouTube. So today I wanted to do a little bit of a check-in because I felt like I should. It is currently Tuesday, August 12th, which means last night, very critically, Taylor Swift made some moves. And that got me a little bit spiraling because I was like, how am I supposed to live, breathe, exist when this woman is moving? She's making moves. And she announced her new album, TS12 is coming. And I had a feeling, because actually I didn't have a feeling. I saw a lot of the clues that were leading up to her probably releasing or announcing something in September. So I didn't sleep last night. I slept at like 3 a.m. Why is this important in a writing vlog? Because Taylor Swift is very critical to the writing process. If I finish this draft in August, like I'm hoping to, that means in September, I will get to do revisions with a new Taylor Swift album. Like I'll get to do that. I'll get to just do that. So today, I actually ended up taking the day off of work because one, I didn't get like any sleep and I just needed rest. I think July was super, super heavy. My boss was on vacation for a little while. And now that she's back, I was like, I actually just need a day. I actually just need a day. So I took a day and I've actually been writing. I haven't written that much this month. I mentioned in my previous video that August is Pride in Montreal, so there's a lot of different events that I wanted to be in community with, and that was really important to me. However, that means that I only wrote like 2,000 words in like 11 days, which is like not good for me, you know, like I don't need to be doing, I need to be writing more. Today I've taken the day off and I was writing the entire time. And I just wrote a huge scene, and the next scene that I'm gonna write is going to be the end of Act 2. And then I will enter Act 3, which is crazy. So I think I'm just going to continue writing as much as I can. I wrote 3,244 words so far today, and that means my total word count is 75,532 words. The end is in sight. Like, the end is in sight. That's crazy. I'm gonna keep writing because I am in the flow of things, and I was writing, and then I was like, I need to check in. So I'm doing that now. But we're gonna carry on with some writing and hopefully make it to Act 3 today, which is very exciting. And then after Act 3, I'm done. I really think I'm gonna finish this book, the first draft of this book, this month. I was gonna say maybe even this week, but that's crazy. But is it? I don't know. Maybe I could, no, that's crazy. No, maybe. I don't know. I'm in Act 3 now. I officially am gonna be writing the first scene in Act 3. I don't know how to fathom this. So today, so far, it is 3:35 p.m. and I have written 4,797 words. And I can just keep going. I don't know. I think I want to. It's so, the buildup, so much, the biggest scene has happened. The climax has happened. And I am floored. I'm floored. I'm in Act 3. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I have surpassed like 5,300 words today. And it's only like 4 something p.m. It's almost 5. So I'm gonna make some dinner. And I might keep going. I don't know. It's just one of those days. This is what happens to me during Act 3s. I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. And that's kind of what's happening. Although it's so hot outside right now. We have a huge heat wave in Montreal and it's rough. It's a rough one. So I'm going to eat some food and probably continue writing and see how much I can do, because I don't want to say I can finish it this week, but I think I can finish my draft this week. It's just the stage that I'm at right now. It's going to, I don't know if it's going to happen quickly, because I was saying that about Act 3. When the lead up to Act 3, I was like, it's only 2 scenes away, and it's only like 1 scene away. And then it was actually like 5 scenes away. Or like 6 scenes away. It was a while away. It was not close. It was not as close as I thought it was. But now that we're in Act 3, this is the last act. And we're wrapping it up. I mean, we're reaching the height. We've reached the height of the situation. And now, I don't know. So let's see how far I get today. Maybe I'll continue after dinner. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll pass out because it's so hot. I don't know. So I took an accidental couch nap, which it's currently 7 p.m. now, and you know what? Kind of need that nap, but I kind of feel disoriented right now. Before I fell asleep, I had written 6,113 words, which is the most amount of words I think I've written in a day. That's crazy. So my total word count is 78,401 words. I might write more tonight. I just need to like orient myself, you know? So I just wrote the end of my book. I'm about to write the epilogue. And I'm just so emotional. It's just such a emotional ending. I can't believe I just wrote the scene before the epilogue. Like I'm gonna finish my book today. I'm gonna finish my book in 1 day. No, I'm not gonna say that. I mean, I obviously spent months doing this, but I'm just about to write the epilogue. And to be honest, I don't really know whether I should write an epilogue or whether it's more powerful for me to leave it like that, or maybe even extend the ending a little bit. Because, I mean, I always like an epilogue, but I think there's something powerful about leaving the end as the end. I don't know what I should be doing. I'm so emotional about this. I didn't think I was gonna finish it today. I'm gonna finish this today. I don't know. What do I do then? What am I supposed to do now? I'm actually not even done. I need to figure out whether I'm doing an epilogue or writing more of the last scene so that it doesn't conclude in that way. I might do an epilogue, and then maybe we'll see what happens. This is the end. I'm gonna finish this today. Okay, so it is 10:24 p.m. and I have written a total of 8,110 words today. This day has felt like 5 days, probably because I took a nap in between. But I can't believe I wrote that much. I am in the epilogue, and I think I'm going to keep an epilogue. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep an epilogue. But I don't really want to finish. Like, I could finish it tonight in, like, another maybe, like, half an hour to an hour. But I don't know. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to finish it tomorrow because I'm too emotional. I can't. So my total word count right now is 80,398 words, which I feel like is so reasonable. For a first draft, that's wild. I've not had a first draft that is a reasonable word count. There's definitely going to be, like, Act 3, I think when I come back to it in Draft 2, I'm going to flesh it out a little bit more and cut down Act 1 and all of these things. But I can't believe I probably have like a couple more paragraph, or like maybe like 1,000 or 2,000 words left to write before I'm done. If that, I don't even know if it's that much. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this tomorrow and celebrate by watching the New Heights podcast where Taylor Swift will be revealing the cover of her album. I'm gonna call it a night and finish this up tomorrow.
12 seconds later.
So I didn't listen to what I said. I said that I would wait till tomorrow, but then I just felt too in the flow. And I have officially finished. And I look sad because I'm very emotional about it. This was a really emotional end of the story, and also to be finishing my first draft way earlier than I thought that I would. And today was wild. I feel like I need to process today, but I'm going to do that tomorrow. And so the total word count of my first draft is 80,858 words. I didn't know this was going to happen today. I've been so in the flow. I've been really in it, and I wrote the most amount of words I think I have written in a day. Like I wrote 8,570 words today. What do you mean? I'm going to process this tomorrow, but for tonight, I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to wash my face. I'm going to try and go to bed early, and I don't know. Yeah. Hello. So it has been a couple of days since I filmed and finished my first draft. About 10 minutes after I finished filming that, I got some bad news from my mom, and I was like in this euphoric high and also emotional about like the way the ending was, which I'm happy about, at least for now. We'll see how things go. I was feeling emotional about the ending, was feeling emotional about finishing my first draft because I had no idea that I would just flesh it all out in a day. Like that's not what I had in mind. So when I got the call, I was kind of like over here, but also feeling very vulnerable already. And then it kind of put me in a sad state afterwards. And I've just had quite a bit of family stuff come up recently, which the timing of my finishing the first draft worked out in a way because my family stuff will require a lot more of my time and energy, especially over the next couple of weeks. In that moment, I was feeling so lost about like, what am I gonna do with all my time now? Like, this is something that I look forward to, and I have a routine with it. I love first drafts. I think the good thing is that originally I was hoping to finish by the end of August so that starting September 1st, I could have a break until September 14th, which is when I get back from London, because I'm going to go visit my sister in London. So I thought that that was a perfect 2-week break before I dive into revisions. But finishing this book on August 12th means that I have a full month to just actually take a break and step away from my writing, which is a good thing. Like, I think that's really going to help me get even more perspective. The farther away I am from it, the better it is when I read it for the first time all the way through. So I actually went ahead and printed it. I've never printed a first draft before, but I've also only ever written first drafts by hand. With this draft, it just, as I mentioned before, like it's flowed a lot better with me when I was typing it. It was just a lot of screen time between writing and editing YouTube videos and my job, which is also fully remote and like on the computer. So it's a lot of screen time, which I'm not a fan of usually, or ever really. I think it's actually going to be really helpful for me to be able to read it all the way through on paper, and then write little notes here and there, but not actually be able to edit anything because I need to see the structural issues. I can't be doing that thing where I am editing as I go, because then I won't see those big things, those big changes, those big plot holes, or characters that are super underdeveloped. I won't be able to see those or have that same perspective if I don't read it all the way through. I'm excited for that to get delivered. It's going to be delivered by the end of the month, which is kind of perfect because then I won't feel this temptation. So I was wondering what I'm going to do with all this time. And here's the thing. I get to read. I get to read a lot. I get to devour books. Oh, I'm so excited too. I'm already reading Novelist as a Vocation by Haruki Murakami, which I've had sitting here like waiting for me to be finished this first draft so that I can read it. I also ordered The Lamb by Lucy Rose, which is high on my list to read. So as soon as I'm done the Haruki Murakami book, I'm going to be reading The Lamb, which that book looks so good. And I want to read like Our Wives Under the Sea. I want to read Last Night at the Telegraph Club. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Last Night at the Telegraph Club. I get to devour a lot of books right now. And I think I want to read a lot of stories that have elements of what I am writing so that I can strengthen certain parts of it. Like, for example, Our Wives Under the Sea is also sort of like a darker psychological thriller type book. It's a sapphic book. I haven't read it, so I actually like going in a bit blind for things. So I don't know the plot, but I have heard that it's quite good. Actually, it's gotten quite mixed reviews, but I'm excited to see for myself how I like it. And I'm probably going to be taking a lot of notes about how those books are structured, what I liked about them, and do a lot more annotations than I normally do. A lot of times I'll write inside of all of my books, and I think for the ones that I'm about to read, other than Haruki Murakami's book, because that one's just like a fun one. I love reading books about writing and writing processes and people's journeys into becoming full-time authors. I'll definitely be doing quite a bit of revision prep. And so I'll explain some of that in future videos to come of what that kind of looks like for me, what I do in advance. Part of it is this. Part of it is reading books that have elements of the story that are very similar to mine or are the same genre. I could go into my revision prep process and what that looks like for me, and then I'll be reading my book for the first time come September. So that will be a wild experience. Let's see how that goes. I mean, reading first drafts back is always an interesting time because I already don't remember so much of it. Like, it's just because books are so long, you just forget. You forget so much. I am very excited for what's to come. Thank you so much for following along on this first draft writing journey. And I hope you continue to as I enter this revision phase and probably stay there for quite some time. So a lot more of these videos will be coming your way, as well as some of the process-based videos, how I work through it, as well as some of the struggles that I have along the way, because there's always struggles. There's always struggles. I can't believe I finished the first draft of my book. It's happening. We're moving along. We're trudging along. The first step is done. Now I read and do a little bit of that prep work and bring out the type A in me that has just been sitting and waiting on standby for this time to come. Thank you so much for watching, and if you made it this far, I love learning more about your projects, so please keep me posted in the comments below. What are you working on lately, and what does your progress look like? I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.